In this video, we will be reviewing the much-awaited PSP main event that is full of freaking drama, and that is Apex versus MSide. So let's review their lines, everything, the performance round per round. We'll all be waiting for. Come on. So excited for this one. Let's go!
Si Apex, pinili niyang mauna si MSide. Pangil sa pangil, huling laban ng gabi, sagbangan na!
Check! Check, Reneg! Reneg, malinaw. Bago mo ko anggilan ng 3GS, nagtutulungan at nag-aambagan sila. Bolero rap battle, labang ko nung ahon at kung ano-ano pang iba, makinig ka. Kung natalo mo ko sa purihan, ngayon pupuruhan kita. Kung di kayo natuloy ni Litram, ako tutuluyan kita. PSP game! Samurai, laban sa lesensyadong pumatay sa ulo niya, tsak na may X yan. Mamumurol talin pagkat ngayon ay tumaga ka sa bato na parang Pexman. Kaya pakigalingan, kasi kahit nabiyasa ako tatawagin niya na Red Sam. Gusto mo squatteran, nagkabunutan espada mo laban sa Pengan, damn son. Kayo mo ako paandaran, biglang sisemplang. Kasakin drive na nagkukusa, parang Tesla na pang test run. Veteran sa veteran, ito Lebron na walang headband. Panisto sa akin at sakaling dumikit, meron pang end one. Kanya mag-entrance, killing spree, check nyo ang head count. Parang laban sa kalye, direktang banat, wala na setup. Panireklamo sa luto, tong lalamunin mo ay well done. Pumila lang, mabibigyan lahat ng gustong maghamon, lalo pat bare months. Sa battle rap, tangina, feeling nga siya yung the best one. Nung quarantine nga ay hindi ka lumusot, di ka essential. Kayo, baka magkahiyaan pag nagkalabasan ng credential. Sila daw ay mga gods, pweh, nasa harapan ka na celestial. Pero wag ka, may titulo yan na siya lang meron sa buong kapuluan. Apex, ang unang Apex, champion sa lahat ng liga, niluni at sunugan. Paalala ko lang, flip-top, tryouts, 2x2, isa buhay, hindi ka nag-champion. Di kita nakitang sumalang ng bahay katay, di ka nag-champion sa kompetisyon, meski sa rap song. Champion ng lahat ng liga? Puta, gago ka ba? Si Pipos nga nagpaliga, oh. Nag-champion ka ba? Ano na, Pix? Mauunahan ka pang magkampiyon ni Inbi o ni Husky? Para yata manalo, dapat ka-bracket mo mga Pensi o si Harty. Kahit sa motos, baka di mag-champion to, durugin lang ni Perde o ni Class G, kamusta G? Balita ko, ikay tumalo ng sikat, kaya piling mabigat at maangas na. Kasi kahit wala na sa prime, tinalo niya daw si Sinyo. Nagawa ko na din yan sa finals pa! Tinalo kayo ni Elvis at ni Bruce, nag-champion sila. Tinalo ka ni Mot, nag-champion siya. Tinalo ka ni Six Threat, nag-champion siya. Nagkataon ba, bakit nagkatagpi ang mga ending nun? Huwag mo sabihin walang bearing yon. Putang ina mo, Apex, napakalaki mong stepping stone! Gago ang epic nun. Sino bang veterano tinalo nito? Si Badang? Kayo tumawa. Nawala kayong galang. O sige, rematch nga kayo. Tignan natin tapang mo ngayong wala na siyang aglalang. Ayaw mo? Pero paano nga ba maging creative sa panlalait? Wala. Irarime nyo lang. Kasi sabi niya kay Goryo, kahit si Arit yung pormahan, di magets. Parang galing pa sa pamangkin ni Tita Bet na naglalaro pa ng Gigapets. Okay, wait. Sino nakakalam dito kung sino yung Gigapets? Wala. Yung parang Tamagotchi na maliliit lang din.
Yeah.
Okay, yun. Gets. Sino si Tita Bet? Kaninong tita yun? Ang tanga mo! Yung skin niya negative. Alang-alang sa multi, siningit si Tita Bet kahit hindi na relative. Oh, shit. Akala ko pa naman ang lupit mag-multi kasi kay Lunit Ron na spoiled. Pag si Nuri mo ay void, ikaw ay multi-mongoloid! Tangina mo, hinimay ko pagiging battle MC mo kaya mula ngayon, bawat sampa mo ng entablado ay markado. Alam kong hindi ka susunod sa oras, ikaw na magpakita sa mga to kung gaano ka kadesperado na manalo. Pinakita ko yung butas sa estilo mo. Mga self-proclaim mo na titulo, binagsakan ka ng barang nagpatong-patong. Tandaan mo hanggang salita ka lang, katotohanan ng pinagtutugma-tugma ko.
Round 1, Apex.
I'm sorry.
Yo!
Let's go.
Pinagmayabang yung mga championships niya. Kala mo talaga elite. O sige, isa-isahin natin kung talagang legit. Yung tryouts, kasalo mo si Liljan. Sa 2x2 na yung Shernan, ikaw yung weak one. Sa isa buhay, sabay kayo nagsulat ni Liljan. Sabay kayo nagsulat ni Lipcram. Palakpakan natin, 3-time champ featuring Team Pinsan.
Wow, that's a good point.
Ang lupit ng pangil sa pangil. Talagang siksik mga matches. Itong si Gilagid, interview pa lang, sip-sip na sa judges. Ibuhos daw namin dalawa. Yun ang gusto niya. Gago kahit hindi ko na ibuhos, patakan lang kita, lunod ka na. Sa battle rap, gusto ko sana na magretiro na. Kaso si Pibos tumawag, sabi niya battle ka. Sabi ko, sino ba? Sabi niya, M-Site. Sabi ko, tinalo ko na si Sinyo. Pero nung sinabi niya na yung TF ko, 500K, nalaman ko na yung vision niya. Oh, magpi-freestyle lang ako ng mga sakto na rap. Di ko na kailangan i-pronounce ng sagad. Makikinig lang ako ng mga bars mo na wak. O di ba, Pibus? 500,000 agad. Alam niyo ba? Nalaman ko yung TF daw nung kampyon. Tumataginting na 2K! Down pa lang yon. Hayop, may 4K! Makakatikim na ng gourmet! Makakapagpansit kanton na all day kasi may pambili na ng wholesale! Ayaw na ng sorbetes! Gusto na ng sorbet! Yung mag-aasinta ng asin sa steak mismo si sorbet! Nax! May pambayad na sa tollgate. Nag-improve na yung toothpaste. Dati di siya lang na close up. Ngayon di tube na na Colgate. Di na siya bibili ng pandesal at money. Kasi marami na siyang money. Ano? Marami na siyang money. Ulul, kaka-fishbowl mo, malapit ka na magka-cholera. Tanginan to, nakasingot lang ng pollen, feeling bole na. Halata naman na tinalo ka ni Cripply. Paano kung kay Topper pa, tapos sa akin ka nakipagsabayan para ka nakapagsapakan kay Gogeta? Nung laban na ni Cripply, alam naman natin kung sinong tunay na nanalo. Kaso, nung binusisi na ng mga horado, yung resulta parang ang labo. Kasi nung napatunayan na sa break it down, binusisi. Binusisi parang matinding inspection, pero malinis intention. Kaso nung napatunayan panalo si Cripply, nagkaroon siya ng crippling depression. Yung estilo niya, tuluyan nag-180. Mga tugtugan niya pang trendy, pero yung TF niya ganun pa rin, puhunan pang ice candy. May nalalaman ka pang, easy ka lang, walang yaka. Yung kanta halata na, ginaya, kilaskasta. Akala niya siguro, yung value, tinaas niya. Tanga, nagmukha ka lang anak ng katulong nila Sash na. Estilo niya, tuluyan nag-180. Mga tugtugan niya pang trendy, pero yung TF niya ganun pa rin, puhunan pang ice candy.
Oh, shush.
Anak ng katulong nila Sash na.
I'm
Anak ng katulong nila Sash na.
My goodness.
Sa Valenzuela, ako ang meka. Sobrang evident nun. Ikaw kung sino yung meta, ikaw yung beta version. Mamaya yung pangalan mo maguguhitan parang no parking sign. Ako yung apex na hindi mo mama-mountain climb. Hindi mo to mapipigilan parang father time o missile na bumagsak bigla sa Palestine. Missile na bumagsak bigla sa Palestine. Yung karera niya, nagka-sharp decline. Paano? Halimaw daw sa battle rap, pero yung mga kanta niya, puro pang Valentines. Yung mga kanta niya sa Spotify, tunog pinagtugma-tugmang alibay, tirador ng mga kanta na walang copyright. Gayang-gaya yung XB, biglang, it's party time! Kuwang-kuwa yung estilo ni GL na parang, that is mine, galing sa maraming style na dinaan sa alanganing smile. Tagpe-tagpe mga parte, parang halimaw lang ni Frankenstein. Kaya ka di milyonaryo, kasi squatter ka mamen. Magkaroon lang ng 20 mil, hindi na kaya na dalhin. Kahit mag-English o magbihis o kahit anong ayos na gawin, yung M's para kay sight ay out of sight pa rin. Alam mo yung multi, wordplay, rhyme scheme, marami ka nakakaya, pero yung star quality, personality, at X-factor, hindi mo magagaya. Yung estilo niya, galing kay GL. Tangina, may laban ba to? Estilo mo galing kay GL, ano yan, hiraman kayo? Sobrang kopya yung pagkakabuo ng mga bara. Yung train of thought, kayang-kaya, napapaisip tuloy si GL kung siya ba ng gaya. Pinagkaiba nyo, sa totoong buhay, matalino talaga siya. Ikaw, lumalabas yung kabubuhan mo pag ini-interview ka na. Sobrang whack na mga bars mo, kailangan ka nang i-detain. Kung gagawa ka ng rhyme scheme, yung thought, kailangan ma-maintain. Proud pa siya na yung bars niya, kailangan i-replay. Tol, yung bars parang jokes din yan, baduy na pag kailangan pang i-explain. LT to, yung pinag-uusapan nyo, Eskimo, bigla kayong mapupunta sa Mexico. Maglalagay ng mga nakakalito na termino hanggang sa yung mga nanonood, magka-vertigo. Yan ang train of thought na hindi rehistrado sa LTO.
Wow.
Round 2, M-side.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, this is such an amazing, amazing first round from both of them. Obviously, Apex's round is a little underwhelming. All right, let's talk about the first round of M side. M side's first round is, man, amazing. I would say it's 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? That's almost perfect. Let me just um say or break down things that I like about this first round. Let's go showmanship. Showmanship, you can already see the commanding presence and aura of Mzite. That is the energy that you would want to have, especially if you're opening up the first round and you are going up against someone like Apex, who is obviously going to this battle is the crowd favorite. No, so that is a very, very good uh approach by Mzite, being mindful that he knows that he has to carry such an overwhelming presence in the face of Apex. Now let's talk about the angles that he used against Apex. Meron siya mga self-E bars. He has battle rap credibility, championships, past battle lines, and yung a little bit of affiliations. Ito naman yung mga lines that I like about Mzite from his first round. I know you guys have more, and I know you guys have less. You know, this are the ones that I like personally. So number one is yung kung sakaling dumikit, meron pang end one. I believe ang pinagmulan nito is yung um parehong veterano LeBron na walang headband, because as we all know, LeBron during his the earlier of his stage of his career, he's wearing a headband now. Sabi niya, siya na daw yung LeBron na walang headband. I believe that was the second coming niya sa Cavs until sa Lakers. Sabi niya, kung sakaling dumikit, meron pang end one. So double meaning na siya, which is sa basketball, as that reference comes from. End one is foul counted, right? So foul counted siya, hindi lang yung average na hindi lang yung standard na points, meron ka pang additional na point sa free throw. But sabi niya dito, double meaning yung end one, kasi what he's saying is that kung sakaling dumikit, sakaling maging close fight yung battle nila ni Apex, meron pang end one. What he's saying is that he has more to give. He has another gear to shift on. You know what I'm saying? Kung sakali mang Apex shows up really really freaking strong, and it'll be a close fight. He has another gear like Luffy, another gear to get on. So I like that. So meron pa siyang next level na kayang ipakita. Number two is yung parang laban lang sa kalye, diretso banat, wala nang setup. All right, so sa kalye, yung ano, 'di ba, yung suntukan kaagad, riot, guys. Please, I know medyo utal and bulol and mabagal, especially when I switch to Tagalog, but I'm really trying my best out here na magsalita ng Tagalog and really think to myself the right words to say, describe what I'm trying to say, because some of you guys in the comment section are a little harsh to me when I just go with my, my native, not really my native, but my words, which I'm very comfortable with. So I'm really sorry. Please, please, please be gentle with me. I'm really trying hard to switch back and forth Tagalog, English, and obviously nakita nyo naman yung struggle ko, and I really want to pronounce every Tagalog word as clear and maayos as possible. So please, I just thought that it is a good introduction to those na first time manonood nito, and yeah, na patawarin ako. Medyo mabagal ako sa Tagalog. Yeah. Anyhow, so sabi niya parang laban sa kalye, diretso banat, wala nang setup. So sa kalye, 'di ba, pag nagsuntukan wala nang what does it mean wala nang setup? Sa meron kasing stage fighting, and meron din yung yung say for example combat sport or box and any or MMA combat sport, right? You guys agree that you're going to fight, pero it is under certain rules and certain time frame, certain a framework. Meaning may setup. Say for example, halimbawa sa Apex at sa Site, magbaboxing sila, they were given enough time to prepare, right? 8 weeks, 12 weeks, tapos may event, may lugar kung saan maglalaban, may oras, and also everything is a setup. Sabi niya sa kalye, wala nang ganung setup. Kaagad, action kaagad. Now, double meaning siya because actually triple meaning siya. Triple meaning ba? No. Double meaning siya kasi sabi niya, 'di ba? Parang laban sa kalye, diretso ba, wala nang setup. Yung mga punchlines niya, what he's saying is that wala nang setup, punchlines na kaagad, just like Balakid, no? Yung punchlines kaagad, wala nang setup na, okay, ganito and all that. So we all know naman, naintindihan naman natin lahat what is setup in terms of battle rap. So I really like that. Number three is yung panireklamo sa luto, itong lalamunin mo ay well done. I love this because yung construction ng thought and the way it was playfully, ingeniously created. Sabi niya, panireklamo sa luto, itong lalamunin mo ay well done. So double meaning yung well done dito. So at saka yung luto. Sabi niya, panireklamo sa luto. So first meaning nun is yung luto na kumakain ka, 'di ba? Yung lutong pagkain. And lalamunin mo ay well done. Well done is, yung pagkakaluto ng isang steak. Well done is, I believe, yung pinaka somehow toasted and whatnot. So, sabi niya, panireklamo sa luto, itong lalamunin mo ay well done. Yung well done dito, double meaning din. First meaning is yung sa steak, yung cook ng steak. And second meaning niya is well done, meaning na mahusay, magaling o mahusay yung Tagalog, right? So, panireklamo sa Apex kasi dito sa round na ito ni M-Site, pinupuruhan niya, or he's really attacking Apex, na sa Apex daw is a crybaby. Every time na natatalo sa Apex, he always blames the judges of that loss. Sabi nga kanina, ba ang laki mong stepping stones, so you always say na sa Apex he's not owning up to his loss at panay luto, or yung siya, dinadaya. So sabi niya, lalamunin mo ngayon ay well done. Ibig sabihin, kapag natalo niya si Apex dito, hindi dahil naluto, kundi dahil mahusay. Well done. Mahusay yung pagkakagawa ni Emsa, o mahusay yung performance ni Emzite. You know what I'm saying? So panay ka reklamo na dinadaya, pero pag tinalo kita dito, or lalamunin mo dito, is yung mahusay ko na performance. So yeah, I really like that. Number 4, yung pumili lang lahat ng gustong maghamon, lalo't bare months. Yeah, as we all know, yung mga Filipino families and people, Filipino buddies na out there, country people, na especially the ones that are well off at nakakaangat-angat sa buhay, the rich people and all that, every bare months they have this thing na they're giving out Christmas baskets, they're giving out gifts, di ba? Yung mga mayayaman, they go to less fortunate kababayans natin, they hand out itong mga gifts and all that. So, all happens, of course, per month. So sabi niya, bilang siya nga daw ay champions of almost every league, no? Sabi niya, lahat na naghahamon. Hamon, double meaning yung wanting a fight, no? And hamon na ham. As we all know, in the Philippines, it's a tradition. We always believe that hamon is the star ng Pasko. Yeah. So, lahat na naghahamon. Pumila lang lahat ng naghahamon lalo't Vermont. So he is going to make palag of all the people na naghahamon calling him out, and double meaning yun, giving them a gift. You know, science. So parang yung makalaban mo si Mzite, parang regalo na sa'yo. You know, science, it's like, pag pinatulan ka ni Mzite, gift yon. It's like a gift na makalaban. Kung si GL may line siya na ang panood si GL experience yon, ito sinasabi ni Mzite na makalaban mo ako, gift yun. Hindi yun something that everybody can have. So like, yeah, I really like that. And yung, as we all know, Bear Months kasi is really, pag Bear Months kasi yung highlights of the year is really coming up. Yung mga pinakamagagandang battle, pinakamagagandang event, and magandang algorithm ni YouTube actually kapag Bear Months. So please, guys, if you're liking this, please share this and have people watch this. And so at least I could experience that YouTube generosity as well. So yeah, I like that. I like that yung hamon line na yan. Isa rin yung sila daw ay mga gods. Pwe, nasarapan ka ng celestial. Man, this one is a Marvel part. If you don't get this, I mean, if you're not a Marvel fan, you won't really get or appreciate this much. Mzite, he is somehow a Marvel fan. I don't know in what degree. But, excuse me, pero even in his battle with Lipcram, diba? Gumamit siya nung Doctor Strange and all that. And you would always hear it from his line, yung Marvel stuff. Kung si Poison Anime, si Mzite, diba? Marvel. Maybe that's what stands for. Marvel. Just kidding. So, yung sa Marvel world kasi merong mga gods at merong mga celestials. Examples of gods, si Loki, si Thor, si Odin, si Hercules, si Zeus. There's so many gods. But in the Marvel world, gods are only a tier lower than celestials. Yes, sa Marvel world, celestials are a tier higher than the gods, because the celestials are the one responsible for creating universe and giving life to all that. Now, why is it so good? Not only because of that, kasi yung well-known na celestial no sa Marvel universe is si Harry Shem. Na si Harry Shem, ang kanyang nickname is the Judge. So why is it so intricate itong line na to? Because if you would see again, all the lines before this, inaatake ni Mzite si Apex about what? Judging. Na si Apex daw ay hindi marunong tumanggap ng judging, or lagi niyang biniblame na luto yung judging and all that. So, see? So, Apex has problem with judge. So, sinasabi niya, I am now a celestial. You are a tier below me. Hindi tayo magkapantay. We're not equal. I am a tier higher you. You may be a god, but that's fine because I am a tier higher you. And as a god, even sa Marvel world, yung mga gods, ang problems nila is with the celestials. Sobrang gandang layers nun dahil napaka-respectful ni Mzite dito para sabihin na, yes, Apex, you're really one of the gods, but you have to understand that you may be a god, I am a celestial. And same goes with the Marvel references. Yung mga gods, they have problems with the celestial. You have a problem with me. And not only that, I am Harisham, the judge. Apex has problem with judges. So man, this is so freaking good. I love this line. I really do. Sabi niya pa dito, another line is yung Apex, apakalaki mong stepping stone. I believe I made mention of these earlier kasi yung mga tinalo daw ni Apex before they all became successful champions and all that. So he sees Apex as nothing but a stepping stone. And alang-alang sa multi, siningat si Tita Bet kahit hindi relative. So, yung may lines na binanggit si M. Zite while he was breaking down the previous line, Apex True against Goryo, yung maski si Arik, yung pormahan hindi magets, parang pamangkin lang to ni Tita Bet na naglalaro pa ng Gigapet. So, I like it because sabi niya, kahit hindi relative, kahit hindi relative. So, relative is the double meaning. Relative is kamag-anak, coming from the word tita, Tita Bet. Yun yung ina-attacking line ni M. Zite. Sino si Tita Bet? Sabi niya gano'n. So, yung relative is first meaning niya is kamag-anak because of the word tita. Yung second meaning niya is hindi na relative is wala nang connect sa line. Which is, nung binreakdown nga ni Emside to us, yung line na yon, yes, it does not make sense. Like, sino si Tita Bet? Anong kinalaman ni Tita Bet sa Gigapets? So, yeah, that is so clear-cut. And I like it because he is actually mocking and uh, um showing us yung style ni Apex about, yung kumbaga sabi niya lang, sinasabi niya actually here is that si Apex, walang substance daw, yung kanyang yung kanyang mga banat, dinadaan lang sa flow at multi. That's what he's saying. So, another thing I love about this is, of course, yung delivery talaga ni Amzite is really commanding. He is commanding this battle as of the first round. The delivery is so good. Pag bars, mararamdaman mong bars, di ba? He has also props to show, yung Bahay Katay trophy and another trophy for a liga. Sabi niya si Phoebus daw, nagpaliga. And he is playful when he's throwing out jokes. So he is really freaking mindful, you know. It requires some sense of deep connection sa yung performance for you to be able na to switch back. If ako nga hirap to switch back and forth Tagalog English, man, same goes with these people because they know that this part is going to be serious, this part is going to be funny. I have to project and deliver it in a way na funny, I have to project and deliver it in a way na commanding kapag seryoso in bars. Yeah, so very strong closer. Yun yung first round ni MSI. Now let's talk about Apex's first round. Well, again, as I've made mention, Apex's first round is a little underwhelming. Of course, the obvious reason. But let me see the sa showmanship. Wala siya nun because si Apex, he was really at the very beginning of Apex's round. You would see na he is nangangapa. He's really groping and testing. He hasn't gotten into his groove until somewhere in the middle of his round. He's really trying to get into his rhythm and momentum until he gets to this middle part of his round. That's the only time he gets a little bit fluidity, but unfortunately he fell to a choke. Now, so let's talk about his angles. Rebuttals, that's nice. Yung TF, yung past battles, then ni MZite, yung songs, and style jacking. Sabi niya na yun nga, nagnanakaw ng style or nanggagaya ng style si Mzite, and style breakdown niya. And another thing is yung pagiging champion. He talk about briefly talk about Mzite's credibility, championship credibility. Now let's first line that I like from Mzite's first round, yung palakpakan natin 3-time champ fit team pinsan, because man, ang haba nung scheme, ang haba nung lines and angles ni Mzite about being a champion. And I believe it was, it was really broke down and it was really exposed with just this one line because you didn't even realize and thought of it until Apex said so. Na, oo nga, no, yung sunugan. Parang ang punto kasi ni Apex, lahat ng championship mo is walang credibility because workout tryouts, Lil Jon, kagrupo niya, dos por dos, kasama niya si Shernan, and what he's saying is si Shernan lang yung nagdadala. I believe Shernan said this as well laban kay Six Threat na ako nga lang nagdala kaya nanalo ko sa dos por dos ng ako lang mag-isa. And number 3, yun nga, yung championship kasi ni Mzite, ang kalaban niya si Lip Cram. So Lip Cram is another friend, close friend, and teammate ni Mzite. So, di ba, you haven't even thought of that until sinabi or exposed ni Mzite yung angle na yon. To me, it's a big impact kasi ang haba ng stretch ni siguro yung sa Bahay Katay lang yung a little, okay, kasi I don't know sinong tinalo ni Mzite sa Bahay Katay. I know na tinalo niya doon si Smugglers. I don't know kung, No, 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 parang sa flip top yata niya tinalo si Smugglers. I don't know sinong tinalo ni M-Site sa Bahay Katay, pero yung angle na yun na palakpakan three-time champ team featuring team Pinsan, man, that breaks down yung entire scheme ni or yung entire attack ni M-Site about, being a champion. I like that. I also like yung crippling depression because I believe nagkaroon ng break. I don't know sinong kasama ni Looney. Was it Apex nung sa break it down yung M-Site versus Cripply? And to be honest, when I watched that, not the break it down, the actual fight, I also do my own review. So watch, I did not record that, but I watched that on my alone time when I look at it and really see. I really have to give an edge personally to Cripply on that one. I personally, again, personally believe Cripply won the fight over Mzite, but that's not to take away anything away from but it's not that's not to take away anything from M-Site in this performance. I believe M-Site was better lyricist at that time, but I think Cripply has more in that fight than him. But yun ang sabi niya na parang nasaktan daw si M-Site nang lumabas yung totoo dun sa break it down. But again, all these reviews and all that, may it be Looney, may it be Batas, may it be Mirror Target, these are only our opinions of the fight. The actual um result really is happening on that on that event. So yeah, congrats MZ for that. So yung crippling depression. So yun, sabi niya na na hurt si MZ because lumabas na hindi siya yung nanalo. Sa mata lang naman ni Looney, and I don't know if it was Apex and the person he was with. Si Apex ba o si Lanceta? Parang si Lance yata eh. I'm not really sure. Just check it out. Put it in the comment section. Sino kasama ni Looney doon? Ikaw kung sino yung meta, ikaw yung beta version. Meta, most effective tactic available. So meta, these are the terms na sa mga tech. So sabi niya, si MZite, this right here is really yung dalawang line na to. Ito, pagsasamahin ko na ha, because this one has a really great point if you really sit down and think of it. Sabi niya, ikaw kung sino yung meta, ikaw yung beta version. So si MZite, as he was, accusing, nanggagaya lang. So he's the weak version. Beta, yun yung testing di ba? Parang yun yung testing, yun yung free trial, right? Nung whatever that system is, application, software, whatever that is, game, whatever that is, may beta version yan just to test it out, how everything runs smoothly. So he is the testing version. Hindi siya yung best version, but he is the free to play version or yung yung free trial version. Tagpi para bang halimaw si Frankenstein yan. Pagsasamahin ko yung dalawang na yan, line na yan, yung beta punchline at saka Frankenstein. Why? Because in this, sabi ni Apex, ikaw kung sinong meta, ikaw yung beta version. Tapos sabi niya, tagpe para bang halimaw ni si Frankenstein. This one, Apex is respectfully acknowledging M-Site's greatness. Na magaling si M-Site. Yes, you cannot take that away from M-Site. Monster talaga. Sabi niya, tagpe parang halimaw si Frankenstein. Yes, halimaw talaga si M-Site. But, ang punto dito ni Apex, ito yung mas malalim na layer of that is si M-Site, wala siyang own personality sa battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Parang pag sinabi mong Delo, oo, Rebato, alam mo na yung makukuha mo kay Delo. Kay Looney, si Batas, si Batas, may identity sila. Si Smugglers, alam mong may identity. You already know who they are. May identity, may personality that they bring to the table. Yung punto ni Apex, magaling ka but wala kang personality. We don't know who you truly are. Kaya nga sabi niya, kung sino yung meta, ikaw yung beta version. Ginagaya mo lang or ikaw yung fake or crack version ng system na yun. Tagpe parang halimaw si Frankenstein because Frankenstein po is a monster, yes, pero how he was created is ibang kamay, di ba may tahi-tahi siya, iba yung paa, iba yung ulo, iba yung puso, iba yung utak, iba yung... So what he's saying is, si M-Site, he is just picking up pieces from other great artists and he puts it together as his own, which comes up effective now. Naging halimaw naman talaga si M-Site. So he's picking up these pieces to form him, but the question Apex is asking is that, sino ka ba as you are? Magaling ka nga, yes, but wala kang pagkakakilanlan. sa sarili mo. And when you sit down and you see, yeah, oo nga, no? Like, kung ikaw, saan mo masasabing kilala or ano ba yung originator? Saan ba si M-Site na originator? Parang pag sinabi mo si Balakid, Balakid has his own character, di ba? Even Badang has his own character. Tito Badang, he has, right? Zaki has his own uh, personality character. Lanceta has his own. Tipsy D has his own. K-Ram nagkakaroon na yung yung Ilonggo accent, right? Ito, Apex, sinasabi niya, you're good. Pero sino ka ba? Ano yung identity mo? Because ginagaya, it's like, parang, maintindihan mo kay Poison yon because that's his character. Eh. Hinabi niya na mismo na, ako ang Mukujin ng hip-hop or ng flip-top na, that's what he does. And he does that perfectly. Yung kay M-Site kasi medyo, oo nga, no? Sino nga ba talaga si M-Site? So yeah, I really love that. I really love that point na mapapaupo ka and think na it's really, I don't know if it's a bar or a personal, pero it sounds like closely for me. Parang ganon. Para siyang bar na personal makes you think. I like that. Tapos sa inyo, yung M's kay M's out of sight pa din. I love the wordplay sa M's, millions, and M-Site. M's sight, yung M-Site, tsaka sight na nakikita. I love that. Tol yung bars parang jokes din. Baduy na yun kung kailangan i-explain them. And this one hits hard. Really hits hard. Because sabi niya, si M-Site daw is very proud of the replay value of his bars, which is really nice. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have a replay value sa mga bars mo, pero this one is really good point as well. Now, you have not even thought of that before until Apex said this. Why? Because you most of the bars or the layers, no, na mga sinasabi nila, you won't really get it on live event. The only reason we get to have all these because this is a film. This is we can stop this, we can go back to it, so we get to really understand every line and the points behind it. But sa live, it does not hold value or bearing kasi most of it just went past over our head because of the energy and because of all the other external things happening on that event. So yeah, I really like this. No nga, yung bars parang jokes din, but doon na kailangan explain because you would want to hear a bar na gets ko yun, right? Yung gets ko yun rather than bars na ano kayang ibig sabihin nun? There's a bar nga from Zenlook na ni-review ko na, I really didn't get it. Ni-review ko na parang kahapon ko lang yata na-realize what he's trying to say yung kapag ako nagpaulan parang nilalagnat ang mga kambing. Ang kambing pala na sinasabi ni Zenlook kasi yung mga goat greatest of all time. Sinasabi niya kapag siya yung nagpaulan, even the greatest of all time, yung, what do you call this, yung nilalagnat or nakakasakit. Imaginein mo, I was very unfair and look for not really understanding that. Film pa yun, how much more kung live? Right? So yeah, I really love this point. And yun, yan ang train of thought na hindi rehistrado sa LTO. Because yun nga, sinasabi ni M-Site na, ni Apex na si M-Site, yung bars ni M-Site is from GL. Yun yung pinaka solid point dito ni M-Site, ni Apex against M-Site na yung pagiging mahusay mo, kopyang-kopya better version ni GL. Now, there's excuse me, sorry. There's things in this first round na nakakatuwa na went past over our head. M-Site, nagsimula siya, yung intro niya, yung sabi niya, ganun, mag-intro, yung Lebron na walang headband, pag dumikit ka end one, yung buong scheme na yun, no, flow, dinilaan niya sa flow, multis. He is somehow mocking Apex's style. Na Apex is known to do multis, di ba? Multi, pa, and that's what he did, right? In-stretch niya, di ba, yung multis para ipamukha kay Apex na I can do what you're doing. So if I can do what you think you're good at, what it is that you can bring to the table that can surprise me or can beat me, kayang-kaya ko rin gawin niya. So that's what he do. He mocked Apex's style by doing his own version. Yet, si Apex somehow na-predict niya then, no? Because he mocked M-Site then but not in the same way. He mocked M-Site by not making gaya of his style. But what did he do? He made gaya of Zaki's style. Yung multis and slant rhyme. Diba? Yung sa TF line, yung gourmet, 4K, wholesale, Ano pa ba yun? Salt Bay, tapos, yun, di ba yung Monet? Kasi meron siyang Monet, slant rhyme. Why? Because yun yung yun yung style na tumalo kay Mzite at saka kay Lip Cram sa sunugan. So he's mocking Mzite din na, do you remember this style? Do you still remember this? Itong atake na to, di ba? Ito parang pinapamukha niya kay Mzite na ito yung tumalo. So yeah, I really like that ano yung pareho nilang first part ng rounds, no? It's very creative and ano talagang chess match. But obviously, we have to give this round to Mzite. I mean, his overall performance is almost perfect, 9 out of 10 for me. In delivery in Apex is really really solid. He was really making kapa of his first minutes of his first round. He got into his rhythm somewhere in the middle, but he fell to in choke. So yeah, I have to give this one to Mzite. Apex's first round is a little underwhelming. Tignan natin kung uminit na siya na second round. Let's go.
Putang inan to, choker.
See?
Pakwela ka na ba niyan?
Inano na
Ibus,
siya.
ito yung binayaran mo ng 500,000 o makonsensya ka naman. Tang ina mo. Napaka-bobo pala to. Isang patak lang daw patay na, halatang flow lang dala mo. So ano, tanginang version, puro kayabangan. Inaanggulo yung 2 for 2 tryouts. Wala kang karapatang angasan ako sa mga bagay na hindi mo naranasan. Ano, may champion ka na ba? Para kang tanga. Wala akong pakialam sa break it down yung nakabase lang sa opinion yung dalawa.
Oh,
Ano?
you see? Disappointed si Mzite.
Nung laban niya kay Bagsik, para daw siyang piratang naligaw kasi wala siyang mapa. Pala. Hala?
That's nice.
Paano ka na? Bigla tuloy ako nakaramdam ng nervyos. Gago? Kaba? Parang pirata, so hindi ka sure. Tapos naligaw. Ba't kasi andun ka? Hinati mo ba naman yung mapa, tuloy yung punto, di na alam kung saan punta. Tangina, napakinggan ko yung bago nyong kanta. Inang to, wala sa tempo, check nyo. Sinabit ka na nga lang, nagkasabit-sabit ka pa sa verse mo. Paminsan-minsan, makikinig ka sa palo ng drums. Tarantado ka. Akala mo yata porkit pinagsisigawan mong aral, pasado ka na. Ilang taong ka nang nabuntot sa kanila, ngayon ka lang kinulab. Walang iya ka. Pasalamat kayong pangalan mo nagsimula sa letter A. Muntik ka pang hindi maisama. Oh, sabihin mo hindi. Paano kung si Omar doon? Di oral yun. So ano ipagyayabang neto? May bars ka. Kaso di ka na nakapagbarko. Magaling ka mag-construct. Ba't di mo maisalin sa mga kanta mo? May titulo ka. Baka wala kang titulo. At tandaan mo hanggang multi ka lang. Opit kayo ni Abra! Bumanat pa talaga ng pakanta. Pangbaladir, isang istansa. Pex, wag mo sakupin lahat. Baka mawalan ng karir sila Skasta. Mga salita, meron pang aral na hindi mo mapupulit sa iba. Kinamulatan para malat. Inaka, mga autistic talaga no, pag ganado, di maawat. Pinagtripan ng puta pakinggan nyo, parang sa ibang beach siya pinalapat. Pang-rap contest Ang yabang sa lyrics, kala mo yung boses niya pang orchestra. Sige nga, paano mo nasabing nang galing yan sa puso kung offbeat ka? Di bali na. Nakamulti naman daw. Di na bali ng wak. Ganyan si Pari Magbars. Hindi to Battle of Gods. Tawag dito, handicap match. Alanganin ka kung sakali man at kahit pa may judge, wala nang talent sa pag-awit. Puta awit pa mag-rap. Tapos bigla ka nalang yayabangan ng mga na-record niyang kanta. Ganyan si Toti pag nag-effort. Sige, ikaw na may mga na-record na track, pero sa battle rap, ako yung may solid na track record. Magte 20 years na akong bumabattle, wala pang flip-top. naranasang masawi sa labanan. Andito pa rin para magbigay ng ngiti sa mga yan at di lang para makipag-angasan. Ikaw hanggang ngayon nandyan nag-aasam na magkamit ng parangal. Magagaling ba na uubos na? Baka di mo lang kaya maging magaling na matagal. Puro panlalait lang kaya mong gawin sa battle. Ganyan ka monotonous. Sa isang round, stick to one angle. Ganyan ka monogamous. Habang itong mga shots sa image na nakafocus na parang photoshoot. Ano mang taas, aabutin, bang! Naka-auto-tune. Ganyan pagsamahin ng battle at music, kabit-kabit ang mga tema. Palagi nakakadena. Nagiging chords pag ako nakatingin sa mga letra. Ikaw sa pagmamataas mo ng pilit, masakit ka na sa tenga. Makinig ka sapagkat ganito ang pitch perfect pagdating sa acapella. Hinimay ko yung pagiging rapper mo at kung gaano ka-corny yung pagiging obsessed mo sa rhyming. Pex, ang rap hindi lang tinutugma, sinasabayan sa timing. Papunta na tayo sa X! Hindi! Kaya ko pa tong mas gawing exciting. Wala nang gun bars pero di mo magugustuhang marinig yung huli kong round. Trigger warning.
Nice.
Yo! Offbeat daw ako! Yung banat kinuha sa comment section, di man lang iniba. Tanga, hindi ako offbeat. Ang tawag doon, biga! Tangina. Binanatan ako sa aral. Tingnan nyo nang hate na to. Naiinggit kasi kahit hindi ko sila kabatch, naging kaklase dahil nag-accelerate ako. Eto na, yung inaasar nyong hype man lang noon. Hindi nyo matanggap na yung Cerberus dati, hype man, Hydra na ngayon. Yo. Puta, galit na galit ah. Puta, ramdam ko yung gigil mo. Pares kasi kayo ni Leafcram na tinalo ni Saki, kaya hanggang ngayon masakit pa rin yung tinggil nyo. Masakit pa rin yung tinggil nyo. Hindi ako magsasalita sa laban ko kay Goryo kung hindi ko kayo nahuli. Habang rounds ko, kinakausap yung mga hurado para di ako marinig na mabuti. Ginawa nila yan kasi sa sunugan, feeling nila sila nalugi. Pinag-isipan nyo kagad ng masama, hindi nyo muna pinag-isipan ng mabuti. Ubod ka ng wak at yung pagka-loser mo sagad. Porket sunugan tapos hindi mo ma-handle yung pressure, luto na agad. Kala mo mga Kristo ng lirisismo pero sensitibo sa kritisismo. Bawat tropeyo kung may resibo, mga tropeyo mo hiningi mo. Kala mo mga senyorito na hindi kumakain ng pinirito, squatting, tipikal na Pilipino. Gagawa ng fanpage para hingan yung mga followers na ng tigpipiso. Nag-livestream to, astig. Yung pagkageto, sagad. Pagkatutok niya sa kisame, tangina, yero agad. Saka, bakit ba nagkaganyan yung boses mo, pare? Ano nangyari? Ikaw lang yung kilala ko na rapper na walang gig pero pause palagi. 2023 na, tol. Di na pwede yung mga boses na parang bagong jakol. Sobrang predictable ni Bobo. Pagdating sa punchline, isisigaw ng todo, tapos yung boses, pati yung lyrics, kala mo nagbibinataan na konyo. Yung M sa M site ay monotone kasi parang flatline, iisa lang yung tono. Tanginan to, pabibo na dead kid. Yung asawa mo mukhang malibong mong stepsis. Kaya mo siya binahay para meron kang libreng subscription sa Netflix. Yung asawa mo, pamilyar. Parang nakita ko na siya. Bibigyan kita ng clue, M-site. Puki ng ina ka. Nakita ko siya sa isang website na...
By the way, just want to let y'all guys know, okay, don't be distracted if you see me na parang hindi nanonood. I'm not. I'm actually just writing everything on my phone right here. So yeah. I'm just writing everything down here on my phone, things na I am liking. So please don't be, don't be distracted na, bakit di ka nanonood? Parang, ano ka, bias or whatnot. No, I'm just writing. All right, thank you.
Na maraming ads na mahirap isara. O di ba? Sky? Yung pangalan niya? Sky? O, pwes, sikat na siya gago. Isa siyang pawok na may ads pa sa radyo. Yung butas ng bilat niya, dilat na masyado. Alam na ng lahat yung amoy ng kipay niyang mabaho. Para siyang empleyado. Pero baliktad ang pagtrato kasi siya lang yung nakilala kong napopromote pagkatapos masibak sa trabaho. Puta! Prostitute pala yung inakala niyang chicks. Bagay nga sa kanya maging pawok kasi para sa streets. Mahal mo ba siya? Of course! Proud na proud ka pa sa kanya kahit mukha siyang parausan ng source. Tangina, okay ba tayo dyan? Okay ba? Kahit mukha siyang parausan ng source. Tangina, ba't ganyan yung mga tipo mo, tarantado ka? Yung kilay ng asawa mo parang buhok ng tarantula. Nung nagpa-rhinoplasty, plasty na lang yung ginawa kasi mukhang rhino na. Kahit meron ng anak, kinabukasan sinugal sa babaeng immoral. Na-catfish ka ng babaeng mukhang hito na dinormal. Dinaan ka sa filter ng GRO na yung regla irregular. Yung profile pic swimming pool sa personal imbornal. Movie reference ba? Movie reference? Yeah. O sige, pagdating sa titi, yung asawa mo yung #1 consumer. Dati puro Uber, ngayon meron ng Fortuner, puhunan lang computer. Mahilig siya sa burat na 4-footer at maglinis ng violet na helmet ng Stormtrooper. Kung sumubo, magaling, pero yung burat para mukha ni Palpatine. Pare look si Skywalker, pero bakit yung supling na gawa mong Anakin? Kulay Darth Vader yung mga trip niya na dik. Inupuan yung lightsaber, Revenge of the Sith. Kung hindi dahil sa asawa mo na dating pokpok sa Malate, malamang sa malamang hanggang ngayon puro Han Solo ka lang palagi.
Nice.
Ano? Movie reference? Inakain ka etits. Malamang hindi mo na-gets kasi walang Star Wars sa Netflix. Yung puki ni Annie Grace mas maluwang pa sa butas ng Idolace. Pokpok na siya mula pa nung college days. Nakita ko yung picture niya sa marketplace, suot niya mumurahing brace. Tapos sa labi, meron pang donut, parang donut na honey glaze. Paggawa ng MB, ang kanyang happy place. Pangarap niya makagawa ng pelikula parang Hunger Games. Kaso puro lang gaya, wala kang class at taste. Pero direktor na panay cut at puro lang copy-paste. Para masabing subok, lahat sinubukan niya. Hindi siya sumuko, pero lahat sinukuan siya. Ginawa mo na lahat, ba't di mo pa aminin? Nag-vlog, nag-direct, nagpa-dreads, lahat hahamigin. Pati pananim ng iba, kanyang aanihin. Train of thought ni GL. Diskarte ni Tipsy sa kalaban kung paano aatakihin. Boses ni Enigma sa pag-host at yung mga salita na sasabihin. Flow ni Al James, melody ng XB, gilagi ni J-Skits, pati mga ngipin. Kaya magkaiba tayo kasi wala akong katulad, nag-iisa lang ako. Ikaw wala kang ni isang orihinal na buto dyan sa katawan mo. Miski nga yung tinuturing mo na anak, di mo matatawag na sa'yo.
Wow, man. So this one is a better round for Apex, but let's talk about MZ's second round first, okay? I told you guys, diba? Mas malinaw na yung atake ni Apex in this one. But anyway, let's talk about MZ's second round. So andun pa rin yung dominance, dun pa rin yung aggression, the command is still there, the aura is still there. He was able to sustain first round, I would say. I wouldn't say na ito ay mas mahinang mas mahina ba ito? I think first round MZ, I think the first round MZ is a little stronger than his second round. But I like the angle in this one because it's a little fresh. So okay, angles na ginawa niya is rebuttals, past battles, songs, yung collaboration ni Apex, yung selfie bars din siya, and then style breakdown. Breakdown niya din yung style ni Apex. All right, so these are the lines that I really like this second round. First line is yung bigla tuloy akong nakaramdam ng nerbiyos. Gago ka ba? Yung bigla tuloy ako nakaramdam ng nerbiyos. Gago. Kaba. So I love how you playfully, break down the syllable of it and have double meaning and wordplay out of one line. I believe ito yung mapa, yung ginawa daw ni Apex against Bagsik. Yeah, yung parang pirata and all that. So yung delayed pronunciation sa syllable breakdown, I love it. It's nice. Number two is yung hanggang multi ka lang offbeat kayo ni Abra. So this one is a senior scheme, which is a very popular scheme na ginagamit ngayon. I believe Karam also did this. No? Yung, sino pa bang gumamit na itong scheme na to ni Sinyo? But yeah, ang pinaka popular na gumaya na itong scheme na to is si Karam. So yeah, this one is really nice. No, kasi Sinyo actually used this scheme against Apex na mas ginawa lang nakakatatawanan ni MZite laban kay Apex. And yung bale punchline, this is a very familiar style ng 3JS. Yung expect mo na prep nila na expect make it obvious yung pinakahuling punchline at saka yung syllable yung rhyme, and then bam, offbeat kayo ni Abra. That's really, fresh, nakaka-caught off guard. Kasi you wouldn't expect that from MSI. You kind of expect that from Karam, but not from MSI, especially if he's attacking this aggressively. Yeah. Number three is yung paano mo nasabing nanggaling yan sa puso kung offbeat ka. So double meaning siya dun sa beat, galing sa puso at saka yung beat. So offbeat, sinasabi niya, as he said, no, si Abra daw at si Apex offbeat dun sa song na Aral. Aral ba? Aral. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Oh, Aral. And offbeat kasi sabi niya, hindi nga daw nakakasunod sa palo ng drum si Apex. And naman kumanta-kanta pa nga si Apex nun, which is totoo naman. So sabi, double meaning yun kasi yung puso, pag sinabing offbeat, ibig sabihin yung heart rate, yung heart is may irregularities. Hindi kasi po pwedeng offbeat ang puso eh. Meron siya talagang sinusundan na tibok or meron siya talagang rhythm na sinusundan. So, sabi niya hindi galing sa puso or hindi galing sa puso, double meaning yung puso na hindi passionate yung pagkakagawa ni Apex. Hindi galing sa puso. Kumbaga parang nakikisabay ka lang because you know mayroon kang inside knowledge na it's going to be a track in Looney's coming album which is released na today, yung meron na. So yun yung sinasabi niya, hindi yan out of passion, nakikisabay ka lang. Kumbaga, you're just riding off their tail. And offbeat, yun nga, yung wala sa puso, dahil kapag yung offbeat yung puso mo, ibig sabihin may irregularities or most of the time offbeat, walang beat, patay yung beat, patay yung puso. Hindi naman po pwedeng walang beat yung puso, di ba? So yeah, that's really nice. And wala ngang talent sa pag-awit, awit pa mag-rap. Sabi niya, wala nangang talent sa pag-awit, awit pa mag-rap. So, yeah, I believe everybody gets this naman. I like that. Yung puro pandalait lang kaya mong gawin sa battle, ganyan ka monotonous. Sa isang round, stick to one angle, ganyan ka monogamous. Alright, so yung monotonous, monotone, pare-parehas lang ng tono, pare-parehas lang ng sound. Alright, sabi niya, puro panlight, ganyan ka monotonous. Kung pare-parehas lang yung tunog mo, pare-parehas lang yung sound mo. Sa isang round, stick to one angle. Ito naman yung angle niya. Ganyan ka monogamous. Monogamous, ang ibig sabihin po niyan is someone who believes na dapat stick to one ka lang sa isang relationship, meaning faithful and loyal yung isang lalaki o isang tao sa kanyang partner. Yun ang monogamous relationship. Isang babae, isang lalaki, no cheating, no anybody involved, just the two of you. Kumbaga, pagiging faithful. Now, it's a good thing if we're talking about relationship, pero yung ang pagkakagamit ni MZite dito is about angle na sinasabi niya kay Apex na Apex lacks the creativity because to me personally, creativity of a battle rapper comes from not from how the lines was constructed but from the angle it was poked upon or plucked upon because 'di ba minsan ay angle na yan eh, 'di ba minsan yung punchline nakakatuwa pero nakakasawa yung angle na in-angle na yan ni ganito in-angle na yan ni ganito narinig ko na yung angle na yan. So doon tayo tired off, hindi naman sa punchline, it's the angle. And pag may nakita tayong bagong angle, actually that is the one that impresses us na, wow, man, this guy's really creative for him to think of that. So yun yung sinasabi niya na si Apex lacks creativity in terms of finding angle dahil parang nire-recycle niya lang yung angle ng ibang laban dun sa kalaban niya ngayon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it. And yung sabi niya, makinig ka dahil ganito, pitch, play the pitch, no? Perfect pagdating sa acapella. I really love this, man, because, I mean, di ba? For you to be able to think of that, ganito yung pitch, kasi nga, I believe, ang buong atake dito ni MZ, yung pinakamabigat niya, no, I would say na, atake here in second round is yung pagiging offbeat o yung pagkanta o yung pagra-rap ni Apex. Tapos pinakitaan niya ng makinig ka dahil ganito ang pitch. For, I believe M-Site also is a director ng music videos or stuff. Nag-a-arrange din siya ng mga music. So, I believe he's doing everything that, you can do pagdating sa music. So, yeah, he has that credibility to say that. Now, and this one is strong. I would say na I would still go with his first round because it's a first round. He has like seven solid lines, no? And dito six lang. And yung closer niya, this one is not as strong as the first one. Ito yung trigger, di ba? Trigger warning. It's not as strong as the first one. So I'm say that this round is a little less than his first round. Now let's go Apex's second round. All right. Yung second round naman ni Apex, yung kanyang angle is medyo parang medyo ano pa rough pa rin eh. Hindi pa talaga Apex is still not in his, Apex mode. This one is still, yeah. I think this is because sinabi niya naman 'di ba? Sinabi niya first round pa lang na he's not really into to fighting battle rap anymore. Diba sabi niya the only reason he was brought into this because of TF. So I think he really didn't put much effort on this battle. I don't know. Okay, I'm just making assumptions here, but that's what he said kasi na makikinig lang ako, magfe-freestyle lang, blah blah blah. 500k agad. So I think that's the reason why Apex's performance is not as what we all expected. It's maybe because his head is not really into battle rap. All right, so at this moment, so sabi niya, the angles niya, rebuttal, yung being judged, 'di ba? Yung sunugan na talo ni M-Site na we talked about, championship ulit, yung voice at saka yung personals, no? Nag-personals na dito sa Apex yung wife ni M-Site, inatake niya at saka yung style jacking. Ngayon nag-name drop na talaga si M-Site, no? Ay si Apex. Dito niya na binanggit kung kanino galing. Ito galing kay Tipsy, yung flow galing kay Al James, yung style galing sa XB, ito galing kay GL. Talagang nag-name drop na siya, and he again continuing with that that first scheme nun sa first round niya na Frankenstein, tsaka yung beta version, pati nga daw yung bosses ni Enigma, right? Ginagaya ni M-Site sa pag-host sa Motos Battle League. So yeah. Anyhow, sabi niya dito, first, yung lines, porket hindi mo ma-handle yung pressure, yung sunugan, porket hindi mo ma-handle yung pressure, luto na agad. Yeah, so, I think ito yung yung issue ng kay Zaki na natalo si M-Side tsaka si Lipcram na people, I believe they didn't take it very well na natalo sila kay Zaki sa sunugan. I believe it was Luto then because Looney is close with Zaki and they're like all friends. So yeah, yun. Another, yung pressure kasi, yung pressure na pressure cooker at saka yung pressure na ikaw ay your back is against the wall. So luto na agad. I mean, hindi porket hindi mo ma-handle yung pressure, luto na agad. So hindi porket nilagay mo sa pressure cooker, luto na yon. Minsan, ang pressure cooker po ang main purpose ng pressure cooker is magpalambot ng mga laman-laman and all that, but not really magluto. Somehow pagluluto, pero ang main purpose niya is palambutin yung meat, right? So kaya niya sinabi na hindi porket hindi ma-handle yung pressure, luto na agad. Hindi porket lagay mo yung food sa pressure cooker, luto na yung agad. No, the main purpose of it is to make the meat tender. Right? Alright, good. Now, second, sabi niya, about tropeo kung may resibo, mga tropeo mo, hiningi mo. Continuing with the first thing na sinabi nga niya, na lahat ng mga championship ni Mzite is really, questionable because of how it was set up for him to win. Now, yes, we have not thought of that, yung mga sinabi na nga ni Apex sa first round. Sabi niya dito, um, siya lang yung nakilala ko na ito yung sa wife na ni Emzite. Sabi niya, siya lang yung nakilala ko na napopromote pagkatapos masibak sa trabaho. Double meaning yung nasisibak sa trabaho because I believe the angle here was that yung wife daw ni Emzite is I don't know if this one's real. I think this one is just, makeup stories ni Apex na yung work daw ng wife ni Emzite is a prostitute. So nasibak is, you already know, sa trabaho, yun yung trabaho. Napopromote pa daw because I believe sabi niya dati ganito lang ngayon, naka-Fortuner na. Dati ganito lang ngayon. So yeah, he was very detailed naman on that. I'm not gonna go into it. This is not to, degrade a woman, no? Alam niya na yan. Tapos yung sabi niya, nung nagpa-rhinoplasty, plasty na lang yung ginawa kasi mukhang rhino na. Rhinoplasty is an operation, as we all know. Kung it's an operation na papatungusin yung ilong ng isang tao. Yan. I believe si Doc Yapi, Icon Clinic is really known for that. Yung permanent yun eh, natatangos yung ilong mo. Pero sabi niya, plasty na lang. Rhinoplasty is the name of the procedure. Sabi niya, plasty na lang daw kasi mukhang rhino na daw yung wife ni Emzite. Which is, man, that's hilarious. Tapos na-catfish ka ng babaeng mukhang hito na di normal. Catfish sa Tagalog po is hito. So wordplay po yun. Na-catfish ka ng babaeng mukhang hito. Na catfish is naloko, na budol ka. Yun ang ibig sabihin. Oh man, I was catfish. Naloko ka. Ibig sabihin, nabudol ka ng isang babae na mukhang hito. Ibig sabihin, naloko ka ng pangit. Yun yung punto dito ni Apex. Kasi sabi niya na catfish, yung term na catfish is a slang for nabudol ka ng babaeng mukhang hito na di normal. So, na-catfish, naloko ka ng babaeng pangit. Yun ang sinasabi po ni Apex. I don't know. I have not seen Emzite's wife. So, I don't know if that one's true. I don't think it's true. One thing I really like about this second round though is yung from Apex is yung Star Wars and movie reference. Man, I'm not gonna go into all of that. We're already an hour. Pero straightforward naman yung mga yon. Ang ganda lang paano tinahi-tahi yung scheme na yon ni Apex at paano niya na itawid. It was really, really solid. Here is my thing though. May sinabi dito si Apex at the second round. Okay? Now, we will talk about later. As we all know, this battle has drama around it, which is yung issue nga kay Lepcram. Marami nang lumabas, circulating on social media, Facebook, and there's even another vlogger who documented it on his vlog. Yung umattend siya ng event and Lipcram was there. Yun nga, nagpapapusta laban nga daw kay Apex and Emzite and all that. So, circulating social media. I will address this later on this video, but I'm just gonna give you a little caveat on this before we get to the entire thing of that issue. This one, kasi nung sinabi ni Apex yung line the second round, sabi niya, masakit pa din yung tinggil nyo. 'Di ba? Kasi tinalo daw si Emzite tsaka si Lipcram ni Zaki. You can hear from the background, Lipcram fires back. And on social media, I don't know if it's real, pero kasi I look on a Facebook page of PSP, their official Facebook page, sila mismo nag-release ng statement na napakaingay nga daw ni Lipcram on this battle. Na parang somehow nahirapan sila kasi yung background parang tinanggal pa yung background ni Lipcram because nag-iingay. And it was also well documented by that vlogger. I forgot the name. Shout out to you, brother. Na sinabi niya daw na si Lipcram dinidistract daw si Apex. So I don't know if I don't know. Okay, let's talk about that later. I don't know how much that destruction from Lipcram affects Apex's performance on this one, but let's talk about that later. Not to take away anything from Emzite. Let's focus on the battle muna. Sorry, the only reason I brought it up, that caveat right here, because this round, baka makalimutan ko, sinabi ni Apex yung masakit pa rin yung tingle niya ng Lipcram and all that. you can audibly hear, lip cram fires back on that. So round three, I think. I mean round two. I'm gonna have to say Mzite still has that on the bag. Mzite is more direct. Mzite is more personal. Yung kay Apex kasi yung sa Star Wars movie scheme, I think that's the best best lines or best lines na Apex in the second round is probably the Star Wars scheme, yung mga yon. But yun kasi a little generic, you can use it against anyone else, kahit sinong kabattle mo na may asawa, even kahit walang asawa. My friend Shay, he always does that, no? Yung invento ko ng partner, you can use that. Yung kay M-Side kasi it's more direct and it's more personal. You know that you can really feel how well M-Side was focused, and he brought his A game, and he really made sure na talagang si Apex lang yung tatamaan. You know what I'm saying? It's more personal yung atake ni M-Side on this one. So I'm gonna have to give it to M-Side. Still second round. Damn, so 2-0 na tayo. I think the biggest punchline of this second round was yung makinig ka dahil ganito ang pitch perfect pagdating sa acapella, and that's coming from M-Side. Sa first round, I forgot to say that siguro ang pinaka, to me personally, ang pinaka malakas na lines doon is yung sila daw ay mga gods, nasa harapan ka ng celestial. I really like that. To me, yun yung pinaka gusto kong lines from that first round. Pero, pinaka meaningful, okay? Magkaiba po yun. Ang pinaka malakas na line for me is yung sila daw ang mga gods, because that has so much story behind that. But pinaka meaningful, I would say, is coming from Apex on that first round nung sinabi niyang tagpi-tagbi parang halimaw na sa Frankenstein, because man, that so many things around that too. Mas meaningful yon kasi mas real talk yon, pero mas creative at saka mas malinamnam, I would say, yung sila daw ay mga gods nasa alam ko. That's from the first round. Second round, I'm gonna have to go still M-Side pitch perfect line. Now let's go third round. Again, please, kung nakita nyo ako nagta-type in, hindi po ako don't be distracted. Kikinig ako. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss out any of their lines. Thank you.
Round 3, M-Side.
Tangina mo, Apex, wag ka nang mag-rebat. Corny na. Tawag daw doon, biga! Biga. Solid ah. Biga. Solid. Ilan to? Sige. Di ba sabi ko, stick to one angle lang siya sa kada round. Damay mo asawa ko, sabihin mo lahat ng gusto mo. Pero kung gusto mong paniwalaan ka nila, ibig sabihin lahat ng sinabi nila tungkol kay Basha, totoo. Single mom, may batang nawalan ng ama. Ako, ginampanan ko. Ikaw, may batang nawalan ng ama kasi tinakbuhan mo. Pero alam kong hindi yan totoo. Tangina, chismis lang yon. Wag na tayong gumamit ng chismis, wala tayong mapupulot na galing doon. Pero since nagsigawan kayo, judges, puntos pa rin yun. Okay? Haring Araw versus Sun Tzu. Ito ay Art of War, galaw pang chess match. Yo, check! First move ay tandaan, di nyo pa gets, pero marami pa ang next dyan. Okay, moving forward. Galit sa pustahan at sugal kasi ugat daw ng dayaan. Para lamang magpa-hype. Alright, trending. Eh bakit sa mga content at music video mo nagpo-promote ka ng online betting? Tapos nung ahon, galit na galit ka pa kay Toyo. Pero nung binenta ni Lip yung sulat niya, benta na daw pati kanya. Panay ang pagmamaasim mo sa may Toyo, tapos sasawsaw ka din pala. Ay sus! Eto, sinabi mo mismo kay Sinyo. Yung mga gawain natin ay salamin natin dahil binabaling natin yan sa ibang tao. Talaga, bro? Pagkatapos mong sabihin yan kung ano-anong pambibintang kay Enigma ginawa mo. Yung prinsipyo mo parang ang labo. O baka naman may ibang kahulugan. Tinira mo flip-top dahil pa sa dayaan o gusto mong humatak ng audience kasi kala mo magtatagal pa yung kumugan. Tapos ang sakit, no? Wala nang kasunod. Kalasan sa sunugan parang hinagisa ng molotov. Iniwanan ka ng kumo nung kumukonti na nanonood. Tapos gigil na gigil ka pa naman. Tapos yung saya biglang pinalitan ng bad trip. Hoy! Unang-una, wala ka doon kung yung offer ng Kumu hindi tinanggihan ni Arik. Ano? Awit? Sabay lapit? Sa PSP? Magic! Pibus, ingat naman sa mga pinapasok, huwag ka masyadong pabaya. Isipin mo nga, kung kay Enigma nga nagawa ngayon, sa'yo pa kaya? Eh paano kung mabadibag ko to dito? Ano sasabihin mo? Nakapusta mga hurado? So paano na? Gagawa na naman siya ng kasinungalingan at kasiraan na ang pinakadahilan lang ay natalo siya. Natatalo din ako. Sa battle, sa tournament, kahit sa tunay na buhay, di na bago sa akin. Pero kahit kailan ang sisihin ng ibang tao sa pagkatalo yun ang hindi ko gawain. Gusto mo mag-champion? Gusto mo mag-champion? Ang sisihin ng ibang tao sa pagkatalo ko, di ko gawain. Gusto mo mag-champion? Yan ba ang hangarin? Pues ito ang payo mula sa akin. Kung gusto mong manalo, huwag kang makampante. Kung ayaw mo matalo, huwag ka nasasali. Kita nyo, kalahati pa lang ng round. Kalahati pa lang ng round, parang gusto nang umuwi ng loading nyo. Di na para i-post sa Facebook, alam nyo kung gaano karil ang story ko. Ano, game? Nakikita nyo ba tong nag-show na solo lang o siya yung main guest? Hindi. Pag nakita nyo to, ibig sabihin may show si Looney at Ron Henley doon. O di kaya si Abra, basta pag chinek nyo yung event, pangalan niya andon sa many more. Ultimo mga kamag-anak mo, nagtataka sa poster kung nasaan ka pre. Kami, hindi man ganun kalalaking event, at least alam nilang kakanta kami. Mga 3GS, squatting niya mga putang inang yan. Nagpaparty-party kami ng TF para lang yung iba sa amin makasama. Samantalang, bakit nga ba sa mga pinakamalalaking event nila wala ka? Ano? Wow. Sagot! Sabihin busy ka. Ay sus! Nak ng puta! Kabaligtaran ka ni Hades kasi yung Cerberus ginawa kang tuta! Ano? Sabihin mong solid kayo. Kung mismong laban mo ng ahon, wala sila. At wala din sila dito. Sa kanila nakadepende mga project ni Resismo at pati mga gigs mo. Hindi ka pa rin kampiyon, sundan mo man yapak ni Looney at kahit anong gawin mo. Akala mo kung sino. Feeling matalino. Kung haring araw ka, bakit nananatili kang anino? Ano? God? Poong? God?
You see, you hear. I know I don't normally do this. Or I don't normally do this, but you can hear Lip Cram shouting body bag. I don't know. I'm not making such a big deal out of it. Pero kasi it's a very very disturbing issue ngayon sa social media nung lumabas or even before lumabas itong video ng battle na to. But again, man, I will share my thoughts about it in a while. Pero let's listen to that again. Listen carefully, ha?
Poong? Ano? God ka? God? Poong? God? Poong? Baka poong. Ikaw ay kutos ang kawawa. Sakripisyal siya yung ipinambalang araw at lumuhod sa mga tala. Gusto niyo pala akong mapatumba, ipapadala niyo yung utosan niyang bata. Sabihin mo sa amo mo, kami na lang mag-ubusan ng bala. Yo-check! Di ba sinabi ko nang ito ay chess match? Akala ko naman inasahan na. Kanina pa ako check sa hari, kaya nga pinangarang ka. Hinimay ko kung sino ka sa taas at baba ng entablado, kung paano ka tumira ng patalikod. Mga kasinungalingan at pagbibintang mo sa liga sa mga MC at sa mga tao pang na-involve. Pinakita ko yung pagiging rapper mo, pagiging MC mo at ito na magbubuod. Ngayon, kung pinatay ko na yung alalay ng hari, sino na ang susunod?
Yo! Tanginan to, kulang sa bugbog. Oo, sa flip top ako unang pumutok pero hindi ko kailangan maging sip-sip katulad mo para masabing tumanaw ng utang na loob. Tingnan nyo, gusto niya manira. I-remix niya yung linya. Gago ang tunay na mahusay, hindi sip-sip sa tumbong ni Enigma. Palibasa, ramdam mo pa rin yung impact parang Fukushima. Cold-blooded, dugong ninja. Crapper lang kaya mong ibadibag, tigi-tigisa. Samantalang ako, buong liga, pukin ng ina, Hiroshima. Tingnan nyo, si Christian, feeling genius. Kung umasta, kala mo, siya na yung pangalawang Jesus. Feeling star, feeling babyface, feeling niya siya si Phoebus. Gago, magkaiba yung babyface sa mukhang fetus. Sa lahat ng mga dentista, siya yung pinaka-beloved. Paano? 80% ng ngiti niya gilagid. Gilagid mo katumbas ng gilagid ng 5. Kung ito yung pinaka-cute sa 3GS, alam nyo na kung gaano kapangit yung iba. Feeling pogi pag naka-poker face. Pag ngumiti, yung gilagid, all caps, tapos lahat ng ngipin, lowercase. Pag nagra-rap to na may banda, parang bokalista na may toothache. Sikat ka na sana dati, bakit umalis ka pa sa True Faith? Pag titripan ko lang to buong gabi, parang si Tu Apri. One name that you can found niya ng pinaka-quotable ng gubat tree. Para kang si Badang na alam yung 3+2 pero di alam yung 2+3. Diba? Sa Commonwealth, nagkaroon ng true MC. Tapos kinabukasan, sinampal ka pa ni Shubaldi sa harap ng Republican. Tapos walang kumampi. O, wag mo nang itanggi. Wag ako, do not me. Si Shernan nga, binubuli to sa flip-top. Kaya nagisupot lang ulit, parang tuli na nabinat. Boses niya, tunog tae. Nung sinabi ni Shernan nag-champion siya mag-isa, sunog siya, pre. Nabahag pa yung buntot, grabe. Bakit di ka pumalag? Takot ka magulpe? Malamang supot ka eh. Nakipag-away sa pinuno. Nagkawatak-watak yung grupo. Pero yung ahas, gumagalaw-galaw pa rin kahit tanggal na yung ulo. Kahit tanggal na yung ulo. Akala ko pa naman matapang tong kinang-inang to. Anong gagawin mo pag sinapak kita ngayon? Irerebat mo? Kaya ka nasunugan kasi squatter ka, tang-ina mo. Yung fuse nyo parang si Chance the Rapper, naka-jumper kasi kayo. Dahilan ng sunog, parang biglang yung spaghetti raw. Parang spaghetti raw yung wirings, kaya habang nagtotrauma banding, biglang nagka-housewarming nang walang warning. Yo, having a bad day? Alam nyo ba, siksikan dati yung gamit nila sa floodway. Ayun, awa ng Diyos, kasya na lahat ngayon sa isang ashtray. Pagsubok lang daw ng Diyos dahil minsan nyo na siyang ginalit. Kaya sinubukan ng Diyos kung fireproof yung plywood na ginamit. Imbis na bumbero, dapat kusinero yung tinawagan mo. Dapat medium rare lang naging weldan yung bahay nyo. Sayang yung mga whip cups. Ubus buong collection, lahat ng gamit naging abo. Sunog, walang protection, nakapulupot yung kable. Sa buhol-buhol na extension, ganyan si Toby Maguire. Nasunog yung bahay dahil sa octopus connection. Sabi nila, pag nasunugan ka, para ka na nakawan ng 10 ulit. Eh di quits na kayo na 10 rapper na kinopyahan mo sa pagsusulit. Yung Mockingjay, galing yung kay Goryo ah. Kay Goryo yun, di ba? Yung pambala na pantangi, galing kay Sayed yun, di ba? Walang kasing garapal yung pang-aangkin niya. Daig pa si Tipsy sa pagkaimba kasi nandun ka mismo sa event ng mga pinaggayahan mo na linya. May ng tubig. Pangil sa pangil, kagatan sa pamaraan na lirikal. Kaya ko magpakagat yan ng kakayahan kong teknikal, pero para dito, di na magpapakagat, talagang wasak at kritikal. Kung ako man ay magpapakagat, ako'y magpapakagat, Jose Rizal. Cloud chasing at dick riding ang pangunahin niya na hobby. Pumunta ng Pasig para kila Luni makiparty. Para makitropa kay Omar B, lumipat sa Makati. Napunta sa Mandaluyong, kunwari, close sila ni Clamsy, ngayon nasa Cavite para masabi na kapitbahay siya ni Shanti. Cloud chaser ang puki ng ina. Gusto maraming auto-liker, yung mga tulad mo na social climber, dapat binabaksakan ng bomba ni Oppenheimer na kasing laki ng ocean liner. Mga banat neto may halong sodium, podium, Imodium. Nagmumukha kang clown. Bumalik ka na lang sa para-paraan na M-site, yung may lumang sound. Magbabanggit ng mga table of elements para may utak daw. Tapos yung punchline, there's only one name that you can found. Born to be fight. At there's only one name that you can found. Dalawang kataga na hindi na mapapalitan. Ganyan si Badang kung nakapag-aral pa siya ng dalawa pang baitang. Paulit-ulit ba? Tingnan nyo, napipiko na siya dyan. Pinapamukha ko lang sa'yo na hindi ka tatantanan ng mali mo na yan. Tingnan nyo. Tingnan nyo. Basang-basa ko na yung mga na-rehearse mo na pre-med. Marami pang scientific terms na nakaipit, tangina words na naiisip, parang ni-research sa panaginip. Marami pa siyang scientific terms na nakaipit, pero words na naiisip, parang ni-research sa panaginip. Nagkakasundo nga sila sa presyo ng TF, pero hanggang ngayon, yung kanyang subject tsaka verb, walang agreement. 2 taon na yung Motus, palakpakan natin. Congrats, walang biro. Yung audience nyo madalas, puro mga manyak na nangihipo. Mas malansa pa sa pinagbalatan ng hilaw na hipon tsaka hito. Motus Battle League. Ang liga ng mga walang ligo. Share na at M-site, 2x2 champ, astig, di ba? Pulo at Motus, laki kita. 2 sip-sip kay Enigma na nagtayo ng sariling liga. Plastic! Kala mo loyal kay Ari, kumahanap lang pala ng tactics. Ginaya boses ni Enigma, pati adlibs hanggang sa boss, hanggang sa poster, ginaya pati yung graphics. Sa pagiging hipokrito, sobrang mong guilty. Sobrang sip-sip ang gamit niya, straw na pang milk tea. Magpapatournament yung gimmick. Ipopost niya sa FB para uminit. Para sa grand prize magpapasolisit, tapos pag may nag-champion ang ibibigay mo, sisig. Tangina, galawan Motus. Alam ko na ang modus ng Motus. Kukuha sa audience ng babae magko-chorus, tapos pag hindi na conscious at wala sa focus, sawa ka na yung osus. Kaya anong future? Are you sure? Baka culture vulture. Tangina, magkaiba tayo. Meron akong brand na iniingatan. Ikaw sa branded, bantay ka lang sa tindahan. Motus, obvious naman kung sinong pinagayahan, pero yung sunugan tinatawanan, pero yung mga battlers niya, di niya pala binabayaran. Palibasa, alam mo ang kanilang kahinaan. Palakpakan at kasikatan. Gusto mo nga lang ba makakita ng diamante o gusto mo lang ng diamante ang pagkakakitaan?
Wow, man, this one is a solid third round, man. Wow, what can I say, man? Let's talk about round of M site. I would say that this is his strongest round. You know, obviously, ito yung pinakamalakas na round talaga ni M site, and yung kanyang stage presence here, yung delivery, everything, man, is well freaking executed from top to bottom. I would say that this is a 10 out of 10 round from M side. Amazing. This, if that, to me personally, this is one of the best, if not the best round from M side so far. Angles, rebuttal, yung sugal, past battles, Enigma and flip top, champions and affiliations. Ito yung mga angles na ginamit ni M side over laban kay Apex. Yung mga lines na tumatak for me is yung panay pagmamaasim mo sa may toyo, tapos sasawsaw ka din pala. Ay sauce, man, this one is so good because yung asim, of course, obvious naman, right? Yung pagmamaasim, of course, panlasa, boss toyo, maalat, tapos sasawsaw ka, condiments, right? So that's sauce, right? Sauce, right? So like, yeah, man, soy sauce kasi, soy sauce toyo. So like, soy sauce, in all that. This one's really good. Nagets natin lahat. Ito yung mga sinasabi ni Apex that when you're going to throw out a bar, it has to be something na hindi na kailangan na explain, and this is one of those na we all get what this is. Very well executed. Yung gusto mong mag-champion, yan ba ang hangarin? Pues ito ang payo mula sa akin. Kung gusto mo manalo, wag kang kampante. Kung ayaw mo matalo, wag kang kanang sasali. So, ito yung sagot ni Side kay Apex for the accusation na sabi kasi ni Apex kaya daw siya natalo kay Goryo sa Isa Buhay is because kinakausap nila yung judges kapag ano niya, kapag round niya. So yung judges were not really paying attention much on sa sa rounds ni Apex. And my friend Shay, he even said na ano Apex won that for him. Sorry naglalag ako kasi Tagalog English. I'm really having a hard time like switching back and forth. Anyhow, sabi niya, "Yon, wag ka nang wag ka nang sasali kasi nga hindi matanggap ni Apex na siya ay natalo, laging luto." So I believe they both have angles na ikaw din si ano din daw si Mzite di matanggap na natalo sa sunugan. Because I think that's the only major league that Mzite didn't win, right? Kasi Baikate nanalo siya, Sunugan di siya nanalo. So yeah. Another thing is yung hindi na para i-post sa Facebook, alam nyo kung gaano ka-real ang story ko. A double meaning siya, yung real na totoo and real sa Facebook. Diba? You can make a uh, Facebook reel. Yung story ba, is it the same as My Day? I'm not really sure. Pero I think there's something social media. Is it Instagram? Pero yung story or Facebook din yun. I think Facebook din yun. I'm not really familiar if yung story sa Facebook din yan. Pero yung story, double meaning story yung sa social media and story na kwento. Kabaliktaran ka ni Hades kasi yung Cerberus ginawa kang tuta. Alright, so sino ba si Hades? It's a Greek god, Greek mythology, kapatid ni Zeus and ni Poseidon, right? Si Hades. Si Hades meron siyang aso, three-headed dog na nagbabantay sa gates of I don't know, like hell ba yun? Basta Hades. Ang pangalan ng three-headed dog na yon is Cerberus. Now, double meaning siya kasi sabi, yung Cerberus dog yon three-headed dog. And may kanta si Ron Abra at si Looney yung Cerberus, 'di ba? Yung so, sabi niya dito is yung si Looney Abra at si Ron na Cerberus ginawang tuta si Apex. So, yung wordplay tsaka yung double entendre na yung Cerberus kasi three-headed dog. Kung dog, tas ginawa ka pang tuta. Pero may line din kasi si Apex na to like second round. Sabi niya, di ba, na yung dating yung Cerberus lang dati, Hydra na ngayon. Hydra is a three-headed dragon naman. So yeah, yun. Yung Hades and Cerberus and double meaning nun, Luniron, Abra, na tinuta, ginawang bata, aso. Yeah. Isa pang line is yung kung haring araw ka, bakit nananatili kang anino? I think that's one of the hit song ni Apex, yung haring araw. But he says na Mzite really continues with that thing na bata lang siya nila Ron Henry, nila Abra, nila Looney na ano lang siya, alalay. So sabi niya kung haring araw ka, ba't nananatili kang anino? So like he is just on the shadows. So on the shadows of the bigger names. Yon. So hindi daw siya haring araw. Ano lang siya, natatakluban ng anino ng bigger artist than him. Tapos sabi niya dito, 'di ba sinabi ko nang ito ay chess match. Akala ko naman inasahan na. Kanina pa ako check sa hari. Kaya nga pinangharang ka. Man, sorry. Again, let me do it again. 'Di ba sinabi ko nung ito ay chess match? Akala ko naman inasahan na. Kanina pa ako check sa hari. Kaya nga pinangharang ka. So, big chunk of M-Site's third round really was attacking Looney through Apex. And for obvious reasons. Kasi nga, sabi ni Apex, M-Site felt na dinaya siya ni dinaya siya sa sunugan over Zaki, and it does not sit well with M-Site yung break it down ni Looney and I guess over M-Site's battle with Kripli. Kaya yung big chunk ng third round, he is really attacking Looney, pati nga, diba? Tawagin mo sa amo mo, kaming dalawa magbusan ng bala and all that. So, he is attacking Looney through Apex. Sabi niya, chess, I believe that was the premise of the third round. Na sabi niya, this is going to be a chess match. So check. Kumbaga kinakamusta. Check. Diba sa chess, yung check is there's a direct threat sa king. But when you play chess, for those who are not familiar with playing chess, the term check is a way to tell your opponent na yung yung piyesa mo, yung pieces mo, chess piece mo, has a direct threat over their king. Know what I'm saying? So, ang sinasabi dito ng Mzite is, I am a direct threat to your king. Kanina pa ako check, ng check, ng check. And yun yung first meaning sa context ng chess is when you check, when you say check, meaning there's a direct threat to the other person's king. And check is yung kinakamusta. Kanina ko pa kinakamusta o chini-check. Yung, parang kinakamusta yun. Basta taga, chini-check ko, tinitignan yung hari, which is Looney. Kaya nga pinangharang ka. Ibig sabihin, ang sinasabi dito ng Mzite is, si Looney is not the threat kay Mzite and Looney knows about it. Parang, what he's saying is that Looney is aware of my presence. He is aware that I am a threat to his throne. He is aware that I am a threat to him. Kaya nga pinangharang ka, which is a castling. That is a move that you do in chess na itatago ng rook yung king sa dulo, no? Castling just goes to show yung imagery that Apex is nothing but ano lang daw piyesa. But eto naman yung punto ko. I don't know how to make out of it kasi sabi ni Mzite pawn lang daw sa Apex, diba? Sa third round sa niya, pawn ka lang, hindi ka king pawn. But in chess po, it does not make sense. Rook po yung nagtatago when you say castling, rook po yung ginagamit, hindi pawn. Pag tinago mo yung king, rook lang po ang pwede. Hindi pwede yung horse, hindi pwede yung bishop, knight rather, horse. Hindi rin pwede yung pawn. So, I don't know. Pawn, tapos, or baka ang sinasabi niya lang is, na-check yung king, inabante lang yung pawn na ganun para hindi makita o matakpan. It could be like that. Pero I think that is what it is. Pero kasi, in first hearing, if you don't sit down and really dig into it and really think of it, na ano kayang ibig sabihin nun, Mzite? First hearing, ang iisipin mo na move na yon is castling. Castling, yung move na yun sa chess. Itatago yung king ng rook. But I think, getting to this, sinabi naman ni Mzite na pawn lang daw sa Apex. I think ang sinasabi niya is to cover. May nag-check bishop or queen or whatnot. Yeah, itatago ng bishop lang naman at saka yung bishop at saka queen lang naman ang pwedeng mag-check sa king na pwedeng harangan ng pawn. Yeah. Kasi sabi niya pinangharang ka. Ibig sabihin, ang ginalaw na piyesa is yung pawn. Ang galaw po ng pawn, abante lang. Kung rook yung mag-check, tapatan yon. Hindi mahaharang ng ng pawn unless kakain yung pawn para mag-diagonal siya. Kasi yung premise ng sabi ni Mzite sabi niya, kaya nga pinangharang ka. Ibig sabihin, ang ginalaw na piece is yung pawn. Yun ang ginalaw na piyesa. And ang kaya lang naman mag-check sa king diagonally is queen at saka bishop. So ano yung rango ni Mzite? Is he a queen? Or is he a bishop? Kasi hindi siya pa pwedeng knight. Kasi ang knight hindi naman mahaharang ng pawn yung check ng knight. Hindi rin mahaharang ng pawn ang check ng rook unless kakain ang pawn para mag-move siya diagonally. Or another thing pa pala, no? Another thing na pwede, let me correct myself, another thing na pwede mag-check sa king diagonally is pawn din. So, I think hindi masyadong napag-isipan or hindi naman, let me correct myself, mali. I think hindi masyadong na-explain ni Mzite yung position na yon. Ano siya? Diba? Kasi nakafocus tayo sa king, pawn sa Apex, king si Looney. But if you really sit down, ano yung piyesa ni Mzite? Hindi naman po pwede mag-check ang king at saka king. Hindi sila pwede mag-checkan sa isa-isa. Hindi naman, right? So it's either he's a queen, he's a bishop, or he's also a pawn. I'm just saying, all right? Looking at sa analogy ng kinabi ni Mzite. And another thing, sabi niya, ngayon kung pinatay ko na yung alalay ng hari, sino na yung susunod? This one is really and all that. This is a strong ass closer, but there's another thing that we have to think about this, okay? Kasi po, we all know that Looney is the hari ng tugma. Tama po ba? Alright, good. Pero sabi niya, ngayon pinatay ko na yung alalay ng hari. Never naman kinlaim ni Apex na siya ay alalay ng hari. Alright? Though, sinasabi, ina-accuse siya ni M-Site here under the premise na alalay ka lang, ano ka lang, homie ka lang, or bataan ka lang ni Looney. Pero kasi, for those who are really into the rap scene and all that, si Glock 9 po ang alalay ng hari. So, somehow, it's hindi masyadong nagme-make sense. Kasi si Glock 9, yes, meron pa nga siyang kanta nun na alalay ng hari. Kanta yun para kay Francis Am. So, yeah, it does not really make sense. Siguro kung sinabi niya na bataan ni Looney or whatnot, I don't know. Well, it really does make sense, no? Okay, let me correct myself. It really does make sense if we're talking about pagiging hari ng tugma. I think ito yung mga lines na MZ could have been more elaborate. Kasi when you sit down and think of it just as we're doing right now, si Glock 9 yung alalay ng hari, and yung pinangharang ka, pawn daw si Apex, pinangharang ka, yung lines na yun. Si MZ? Is he a queen? Is he a bishop, or is he a pawn? Okay? Pagdating naman din sa alalay ng hari line na ito is si Glock 9 yung alalay ng hari eh. Si Glock 9 yung alalay ng hari. Though si Looney ang hari ng tugma, pero yung term or yung title na alalay ng hari, si Glock 9 yun. Kinlaim niya na yun. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but nonetheless, this is a very, very strong round. To me personally, ang pinakamalakas na round, pinakamalakas na line dito na M-Site is yung panay pagmamaasim mo sa toyo tapos sasaw-saw ka din pala, ayos sauce. Yan. Though mas maganda yung delivery nung chest na yung sabihin mo sa mag-ubusan kami ng bala. I think the only reason people gets under that hype is because yun nga, indirectly niya nang kino-call out si Looney, kaya people gets hype with that. But then again, if you sit down and all this and all that, it does not make sense as, hindi, let me correct myself. When you look at that and sit down and really look at the stuff, no, yung mga sinabi ni M-Site, it is not as clear as yung sa Boss Toyo line. So I'm gonna have to go with Boss Toyo na line, the strongest for this round. Okay, now very strong closer. To me, this is a 10 out of 10 round or performance from M-Site. Now let's talk about Apex. Now, Apex naman, you can see that the third round pa lang niya nakuha yung groove niya, yung flow niya, his rhythm and all that. He really is fluid. He's more fluid now. It took him a while, right? Though there's a little still lagging in this performance, but still, no, he's very fluid in this third round. Angles that he did, selfie bars, muka at ngipin, gap between Shernan and M-Site, squatter, sunog, style jacking, affiliations, battle league, and stealing of lines, and also badang. So yung mga angles that Apex used against M-Site on this third round. First line that I really like is yung sabi ko, kung ito yung pinaka-cute sa 3GS, alam niyo na kung gaano kapangit yung iba, man. Because this is so funny because M-Site always says that he is the pinaka-cute sa 3GS. Nilait siya ni Apex. So you can already see na ano pa yung tsura ng iba. This is really funny. Very creative and very funny because this line comes from M-Site himself. Now, second thing is yung kapag ngumiti yung gilagid naka-all caps tapos yung ngipin naka-lowercase. Funny, sikat ka na sana dati, bakit umalis ka pa sa True Fate? Kamukha, yes po. If you look at Medwin Marfil, he is the vocalist of na banda na True Fate. Kasi in this, sinasabi ni Apex, kumakanta daw si M-Site, sikat na dati, tapos nalaos pa and all that. Sinasabi niya na kamukha ni M-Site yung vocalist ng True Fate, which is Medwin Marfil. If you check that out po, yes, kamukha nga. I mean, kahawig, I would say. There's, obvious similarities on that. This is funny. Para kang si Badang na alam yung 3+2 pero hindi alam yung 2+3. One name that you can find, I am born to be fight. Why? Ito yung sinabi niya. Kasi si Badang, meron siyang line na I am born to be fight, which is epic. We all know that's yeah. And meron din si M Site na line yung one name that you can found. So yan. Yan po yung lines na yon. So Apex is making a direct comparison ng lyricism ni M-Site o yung intelligence ni M-Site at saka ni Badang na parehas lang daw sila na alam yung 3+2 pero yung 2+3 hindi nila alam. So funny daw. Sabi niya, wag mo nang itanggi, wag ako, do not me. Yun, so ginaya niya yun. Minak niya yung pagkakamali na yun ni Badang and ni M-Site sa English vocabs nila. And eto, yung pero yung ahas gumagalaw pa din kahit tanggal na yung ulo movement. So, double meaning yung gumagalaw pa rin, tanggal na yung ulo because I believe the context of this is yung gap between Shernan and M-site. Pag pinatay mo yung ahas, tinanggal mo yung ulo, the body's still gonna move, literally. Now, in this one, sabi niya, tinanggal na yung uno, wala nang pinuno si M-site pero siya bilang ahas, meron pa rin siya mga gig, meron pa rin siya mga event, meron pa rin siya mga ginagawa, may movement pa rin siya. So, yun yung double meaning na may mga diskarte pa rin sa M-site na ginagawa even after the rift between him and Shernan, and we all hope that it gets fixed. Ito naman, alam nyo ba siksikan dati yung gamit nila sa floodway, ayun awa ng Diyos, kasya na ngayon lahat sa isang ashtray. This is funny, really funny, and but not yung line funny, but what happened kila M-site is not really funny kasi po sila ay nasunugan. So I hope that this not happen to anyone. Pray for everybody na hindi masunugan. Yes. So that's funny. Another thing is yung kaya kong magpakagat, double meaning, magpakagat is yung ano ba, yung mag-entrap or yung magpakagat na kagat and then magpakagat na what would you call that, magpakagat, yung parang entrapment, something like that. Pinapakagat ka lang and all that. Yeah. Pa- Yun, may double meaning yun. Pero kung ako may ako ay magpapakagat sa Rizal, and that's being, being makata. Yun yung point dito ni Apex. And yung point dito kasi yung magpapaagat sa Rizal is yung being heroic. Yung hindi lang pagiging makata, also being heroic na hindi ka afraid na mamatay for what you stand for. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe si M-Site, ina-attack si Apex about yung kanyang prinsipyo na lumipat ka from one league to another, siniraan mo si Enigma, siniraan mo yung like flip top, yung integrity ni Apex ina-atake ni M-Site. Dito naman, na-rebut yun somehow dito ni M-Site, ay ni Apex, nung sabi niya, kung ako may magpapakagat, ako yung magpapakagat to Celsal. First meaning nun is yung pagiging makata. Second meaning nun is I can die standing for my principles na pinaglalaban ko because Gareth man died standing for what he believes is right. So yeah, double meaning po yun. Ganyan din si Badang kung nakapag-aral pa siya ng dalawang baitang. So again, this is a direct comparison between M-Site and Badang. So abang sip-sip ang straw na gamit niya, straw na ng pang milk tea, yung mga, before, during my time, it was you only get to see those straw from Zagu. Now it's very familiar sa mga milk tea. Pero ang originator no, I believe when I was young was Zagu. May Zagu pa ba? Then mo nga lang ba makakita ng diamante o gusto mo ng diamanteng pagkakakitaan. So this line kasi is what M-Site said why he made yung Motus Battle League na he wanted to find gems of the sa rap game na po pwedeng bigyan ng platform at pasikatin or really give them the limelight, no, sumikat. Pero sabi ni M-Site ay ni Apex, gusto mo nga lang ba talaga makita ng gem, true talent, or gusto mong pagkakitaan yung mga diamante? Yeah. So third round, I would say Apex is this is his best, not in terms this is his best round, not in terms of lyricism. I think second round is better, but in terms of him being being him, this one's better. The flow of this is more fluid. He is himself, performance wise, it was a bit better. This was performed and executed better, though the content is not as big or as solid as the second round, but the performance wise mas fluid sa Apex dito. He really got into his rhythm na on this one. uh So yeah, on third round, I'm have to give this M site all three rounds M site. I think the closest was second round because it you could give that to Apex, but to me it's still M site. The I think that is the closest one and the biggest differentiator I guess ng round. Siguro third round is the strongest para kay M sites. Yon. So yeah, all three rounds M site. Now let's talk about things that is of course surrounding this battle. Why it is 1.3 million views already just a day ago as I'm making this video. There is this lip cram. There's this recurring there's this issue social media na very known tayong lahat about lip cram. No na sabi apparently ginugulo daw ni lip cram sa Apex during his rounds. Now the question is, do you think, guys, that that is the reason why Apex was not able to spit out? They think it was the reason why Apex choked and he was not really able to be himself during this round, this fight. I think part of it contributes why Apex is out of his head. I think, personally, we heard him, si Lipcram, audibly dito sa battle to. And even naman PSP, Fivas himself confirmed na, yeah, there was a distraction coming from Lipcram. Malakas daw yung boss niya every round ni Apex. And then there's another documentation coming from a local vlogger, Philippines, na ganun nga daw yung nangyari during the event na si Lipcram ginugulo niya sa Apex. Now, why is it not okay with me? Not only is not okay with me because we didn't see ganito ganyan. It's because na-outstage ni Lipcram or ng issue ni Lipcram yung performance ni Mzite. You know what I'm saying? Here you can really see na ano, sobrang lakas ni Mzite. Sobra talaga. But because of that issue, it takes away the credibility of the win ni Mzite over Apex. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really helpful, especially if they are teammates. Hindi nakatulong yung ginawa ni Lipcram para i-elevate yung galing ni Mzite because now na-overshadow nung issue yung pinakita ni Mzite. So this is a disrespect because some people would still believe na natalo lang naman si Apex kasi ginugulo ni Lepcram. Na overlook natin yung pinakitang performance naman talaga ni Mzite. And honestly, yes, Mzite really was strong here. But yung ginawa ni Lep, it really does not help to to elevate and to show ever to showcase yung showcase ng skill ni Mzite. One thing another thing though na I like about Mzite, all throughout his rounds he was really freaking aggressive and he was commanding, very commanding yung presence niya, right? Yet makikita nyo he is very professional in doing that. Maapir siya and all that. Compared to Lipcram and Pistolero, nung laban ni Lipcram kay GL and kay Pistolero kay Akata, 'di ba yung binubuli nila? Again, I'm not saying na masama silang mga tao, okay? I'm just giving you guys, yung point of comparison to look at. Yung ginawa ni Pistolero talagang physical, physical. Binuli-buli niya si Akata just to be more commanding. Ganon din yung ginawa ni Lipcram laban kay kay GL and kay Supremo ng Motos Battle League, binuli-buli niya. Yeah, and both of that, si Pistolero and Lipcram, they do that to be more commanding dun sa battle. I am just saying this to show you guys na you can be aggressive, you can be very commanding in a battle yet remaining professionalism. At yun yung pinakita sa atin ni Mzite here. He was really freaking professional. Even after nung pinersonals na siya ni Apex about yung sa wife niya, yung third round niya, he was sobrang ramdam mo yung gigil and sobrang ramdam mo aggressive na sobrang ramdam mo yung puwersa, yung presence ni Mzite, but he was maintaining professionalism. Yung touch niya kay Mzite, very minimal, very respectful, non-aggressive, very non-threatening, 'di ba? Ganun lang, umaapir pa siya, nag-fist bump pa sila, very professional. So my point is you can be that commanding while maintaining professionalism. And that's something we have to salute and give props to Mzite for doing that respectfully. Hindi siya nandamay ng asawa, ng girlfriend. I was really expecting that he will bring up si Basha, but he didn't. So man, that's so much props to Mzite, no? Again, I'm not sure how real, how deep, or how big issue it was yung lip cram and Apex. I believe this was all rooted nung sabi binudol or in-scam daw ni lip cram yung sunugan by not showing up sa battle na ni Apex at tinakbo yung 25 or 20k, something like that. So that is the root of it. And si Lipcram naman, masama ang loob niya kasi natalo siya kay Zaki sa sunugan, ganun din si Mzite. So masama ang loob na kila Looney, basically. Now, na outstage, do you guys think, now, let me ask you, do you guys think dahil doon sa ginagawa ni Lipcram apparently sa event, kaya nag-choke or nawala si Apex on this fight? I think personally, I think he underprepared. Sinabi naman niya yun on first round parang. I really believe Apex underprepared. He's not really in his head is not really in battling. But I would also say na yung ginagawa ni Lepcram contributes doon sa naging poor performance ni Apex. I'm not gonna say na I'm not gonna make excuse. I'm not gonna be an apologist for Apex. Lyrics, I mean, pen game wise, talagang sobrang lakas ni Mzite here. Yung sulat ni Apex, to me, kahit na mas-spit niya yung maayos, I don't think it's going to be that. Siguro didikit, but hindi siguro matatalo si Mzite. Siguro didikit. But again, maraming tao was really upset with what Lepcram did sa event na to. And to me, if I'm just going to share my opinion about it, I am displeased. I am not a fan of that. I did not like it, not for any reason other than na outstage mo kasi yung credibility ng win ni Mzite. Now, people will see na natalo lang si some people would see na nanalo lang si Mzite over Apex because of Lipcram, na hindi na nila makikita yung galing na ni Mzite na nanalo siya because magaling siya or nanalo siya fair and square. So because Lip did what he did, which sana hindi niya ginawa because it impacted negatively yung solid win sana ni Mzite over there. Nonetheless, props to Mzite. To me personally, he won this match. I hope you guys enjoy this. Things that I missed out, put in the comment section. Anything that I missed out, I know, and all that we should talk about. Man, I really enjoyed this. Let's see the
Malalagasan sa patalasan.
Pangil sa pangil, huling laban ng gabi. Apex versus Mzite. Magingay tayong lahat para sa kanila. Ang mananalo pala dito, magkakamit ng tumataginting na 50,000 pesos bonus. Ang boto ng Urado, 5-0. Magingay para kay Mzite.
yeah. So, sorry. So yeah. So Mzite won. We already know before it was uploaded. It's all because of the issue revolving around Lipcram and Apex during this event. So I hope that this kind of things gets handled, properly the next time para hindi unfair sa mga performers, not only to Apex but also to Mzite. Again, props to Mzite. I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Peace out.